Hi guys, it is me, Stace. It is time for another 3D Thursday. Today we are making, I don't know, like a picture frame home decor item. Just a covered box. On the front is a little frame here, and I have one here of Buster and one here of Parley. The best part of this is that the frame comes out, or the picture comes out. You're able to date the back of it, and you can change it out year to year, which I do like that. So there's that one, and then this one. Alright, so what you need first is a box. Now I'm using a old Cricut cartridge box. If you don't have this, you can use like a macaroni and cheese box, a rice box, really any kind of box. If you are using a cardboard box though, maybe put some rice in it or marbles just to weigh it down so it doesn't topple over. And we're going to cover that with a regular old standard size lunch bag. Let me go and grab that. I'm going to open this up and just cut like this, and then cut the bottom off. And I'm not being neat, it's okay. Alright, so we have that. Right, I'm going to lay that out. We're going to stamp on this. And I'm actually going to be using May stamps. This is called Critter Christmas. So much fun. If you have any kind of animal, this stamp set fits. I love that one. Deck the Paws with Meows of Holly. It's the Furs Noel, Santa's for Real. Up on the Hoof Top, I'll Be Home for Christmas. Really fun. The one I'm using today is saying Santa Paws. I'm going to grab some ink. I'm just using Stampin' Up! Soft Suede. And we're going to ink all over this. You want to just go different directions, basically making your own paper. Flip your stamp around. You don't want to create a pattern. And if you get a smudge here and there, it's okay. I think the smudges add to the homemade look. And again, I'm rotating my stamp to avoid the pattern. And this one's really, really cute, the Santa Paws. There's little patterns inside each letter, like little polka dots and stripes. Really fun. And you can make this all year round. You can use like a Halloween stamp and maybe put a picture of your little one in their Halloween costume, or your pet if they, do Halloween in their costumes, or the pet with Santa. I mean, all year you can do, like if you have a cheerleading stamp, you can put your, a cheerleader in there, a family stamp. I mean, all kinds of things you can do with it. Alright, so a little bit more to go. Then we'll go to the next step. Alright, so maybe one more down there, and I think we're going to be good. I'm going to set that aside. Now you can see with a brown paper bag, now if you're using a larger box, you may want to use a larger paper bag. But with this you have the creases where the bag folds. I'm going to go ahead and crumble that up. Just like that. And then you want to uncrumble it. And that could just kind of help make them brown, or the fold lines go away. Or where they're not as noticeable. Okay, right, we're good to go there. Now I want to take our box and cover it. I'm going to go ahead and get my tape. Okay, back with the tape, I just had regular Scotch tape, and you're going to wrap this like you were a present. I'm going to first go there. And I am a little heavy on the tape. I'm going to bring it forward, get it nice and tug. Maybe crease it, and then this way I know where to cut it. Fold that end over so I have a little bit of a clean line. Okay, and then bring it around again and go nice and tight. And if you don't like the tape showing, this will be the back. You could, of course, use glue to glue this down, but I'll be covering this up anyway. Alright, so we have that. Now I'm going to create the top here. I'm going to fold that one down and work on this one. And again, I'm not being neat here. We're going to be covering this up. Fold that guy down. Grab your tape again. I think this is good for the little ones too. They're able to help you out with this one. Right, tape that guy down. I think one more piece of tape will work. And then you want to figure out what you're going to wrap around it. In this one, I just use a Christmas ribbon. For this one, I'm going to go with burlap, I think. Now here's the front of my box. You want to do an overall look. If you need another stamp on there, go ahead and stamp it. So I think we're kind of shy over there. I'm going to grab my stamp, ink it back up. Just stamp right there, maybe there, and there, okay? All right, now my burlap, I just measured it. It was like, I think 1 inch wide, depending on the size of your box. And I'm going to start with the bottom. And I have my hot glue gun over here. I'm going to put a little dollop of glue there. If you don't want to use hot glue, you can most certainly use, like a score tape. I'm going to grab my bone folder and just kind of rub that glue in there. Just where it grabs a little bit without me burning my fingers. Alright, and then go around your box. The top you want to leave not glued. Okay, go down the sides. Need to trim a little bit more off the bottom. Alright, go back in with more hot glue. I mean, for this you can use, of course, ribbon. You could use like a t-shirt material. You can use fabric. Really anything. And again, I'm going to go in there with my bone folder. Kind of squish the glue to let it grab. Okay, I like how scruffy that is. Alright, now for the actual photo frame, what we're going to be using is a baseball card holder. This is the hard plastic kind. We're going to be using that. Alright, so I have all my pieces of cardstock here. The first thing I have is a piece of cream and a piece of brown cardstock. They both measure 3 by 4. I'm going to go and trim some of that off from the bottom. Okay, and figure out, there's we go. Figure out what color you want up top and which color you want on bottom. I'm going to go this on top, I think. Just take glue. And you don't need a lot of it here either. Yep. Put that guy up here. And then the other 3 by 4. Of course, you could use Christmas colors like I did over there, but the red and green. Or you can make it match your home decor. Alright, so we have that there. Alright, now you want to take your picture frame and you want the opening to be on the bottom where the card would go. Now to fill that up, what I have is I have a picture here, but I have 2 pieces. Actually, I have 3 pieces here. No, I only have 2. Okay, I have 1 piece where the photo is going to go. This is 2 5/8 by 3 3/4. You just want to kind of guesstimate and measure that. Make sure it's going to fit in there nicely. Then for the backing piece, another one that's 2 1/2 by 3 5/8. Then I have a large piece here for my stamp. I'm going to grab our stamp again and get it out really, really well. I'm going to have, this is textured, I'm going to stamp on the non-textured side. Stamp that down. Now you want to roughly cut it out. Now you want to create a tab here, so you want to leave opening there, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut that. And I'm going to cut all the way around it. Now if you want to, you can go ahead and make this straight, but if I were to try to go straight, I'd be crooked. So in this case, I'm going to go purposely crooked. And make sure you leave that handle at the beginning of your stamp. This is going to create our tab so we can pull the photo out. Okay. Now I'm going to take my bone folder, just kind of wrinkle it up a little bit, only because our bag is textured because we went and crumbled that. Okay, just add a little bit of dimension to it. All right, now, we have where our photo is going to go. You want to put your stamp, this is the back, put your greeting or your piece down there like that. Okay, leaving enough room, flip it over, put a piece of tape behind it. Alright, so now I created that, your little pull tab. Now I want to hide this as well. That's where this piece comes in. Again, this one was 2 5/8 by 3 3/4. This is 2 1/2 by 3 5/8. We're going to glue that down. And this is going to do 2 things. It's going to add dimension or thickness to this piece. This way our photo won't fall out, and I'm having this go all the way towards the top. It's also going to reinforce our tag so that won't come undone. Just double check, make sure I didn't go over anywhere. Alright. Now for the photo, I just have this picture of Hardy and Buster together. This, I want to say, measured 2 1/4 by 3. Gonna put tape on this one. I think that glue is almost out. Now you can put this on an angle or go straight. In this case, I'm gonna go a little bit of an angle. Okay, and get that down there like that. Then you want to just go ahead and do a test fit. Make sure that fits in there. Now if you want, you can of course round the corners. Oh, make sure your photo doesn't get stuck. Like mine, there we go. Now you can see, since we added the thickness to that, it's not going to fall out. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take that and glue it to our box. Now you don't want to use hot glue. Trust me, I did one before and I melted this piece completely. I'm just going to use dimensionals. Any kind of foam tape you have will be fine. And I like that this will add dimension to it, for one, but also you're able to take the photo out a little bit easier. All right, so take all the backings off of these. Super easy, right? And I think this is really cute. It would also make a really cute gift. All right, and then lay this where you want it. I'm going to just kind of go there. Again, you want to make sure your opening is at the bottom. That's important. I think I'm going to come down. Oh, right there. Okay. Give them a squish. And again, you want to test your picture in there. Oh, look at that. Look how cute that is with a little pull tag. You just go ahead, if it's too long, just go ahead and bend it up a little bit, right? All right, now we want to add something up here, like a little bow. So I have 3 more pieces of burlap, and these are the same dimension, or the same width, 1 inch by, I want to say 3 1/2. I'm going to just kind of stagger them, like that. Take a piece of raffia, and we're going to go and just grab a chunk out of that. Okay, I'm going to take that, I have 2 of them there. Lay that down on top of that, or under that, and then just tie a knot here. I'm going to make it like a little faux bow, I guess. Okay, make it into a knot first, nice and tight. All right, now I'm going to make it into a little bow as well. Of course, adjust the bow to your liking. I think mine looks a little smaller. Okay, now with this raffia, I would probably go in there and unwind it a little bit. Unravel it, I guess would be the word. All right, and then just make sure your burlap is showing. You know, all 3 strands of burlap or the ribbon, whatever you're using. All right, and again, I would go in there and kind of untangle them. For one, it makes it not so stiff, and I think it adds really fun dimension to it. Okay, you guys get the idea, right? But I would do that with the bow and also the tail. Alright, now you want to take this one and you're going to hot glue that up here. So take your hot glue gun. You want to be careful not to touch that plastic because it will melt on you. Just a little dollop of glue. And kind of twirl your glue gun. Alright, and then go ahead and plop this guy right there. And just give it a second to kind of hold. Isn't that cute? And you can kind of adjust it there as well. Okay, now to finish off the top, I'm going to take another piece of raffia. Alright, we're going to stand this guy up, and it will stand up for you. Go under that with your raffia there. Kind of go in the middle. I'm just going to take this and tie it into a knot. And I like the look up here because it kind of bunches the burlap together. It makes it look like a present. I'm going to double knot it so it doesn't come undone. And if you want to, if it's too bulky for you, in a minute I'll show you. Okay, see how it's kind of coming up? You can always go in there with a glue dot and kind of glue that down. But I'm okay with it. Okay, and then again I would come in there and unravel this raffia a little bit. I think it just adds a little bit more life to it. Oh, that's just me. But if you were using ribbon, you wouldn't need to do this. Okay, kind of like that. How darling is that? All right, last thing we need to do is put our photo in there. And again, on the back, you can date it. I'm just going to put that guy in there. Oh, that's so cute. And now for the back, where your tape is, you can cover that if you want to. And I did. I have a piece of brown cardstock that is 7 1/4 by 3 3/4. My cream is 7 by 3 1/2, and that's just going to go on the back right here. What I'm going to do for the back is stamp all over that. Just going to go all over. Make sure you rotate your stamp so it's not creating a pattern. How cute, right? And I should have stamped this first. So I want to kind of go off. So I'm going to bring a piece of cardstock next to that so I can stamp off a little bit. Okay, isn't that cute? And that would go on the back there. Now, what you could do, if you wanted, you can leave that blank like I did on my box. I just stamp it in the one corner, the bottom corner, and you can write something here, maybe the dog's name. But the idea here, since you can take the photograph out, you don't want to put something permanent back here. Otherwise, you know, you can't take that off. So I would just go ahead and glue this guy down. I'm going to use my Tombow. You want to go right to the edge. I think my Tombow is pretty much empty. Alright, that's going to go on the back here. Like that, just to cover up your tape, make it look more finished. I like that look. Give it a second to kind of adhere there. I would normally use my ATG gun and go right to the edge. This way I know it's going to stay down really well. But how cute, right? And it maybe took a few minutes to make, and we had everything on hand. You know, we already had the box. And these little things, the photo protector or the football card, you can pick them up any sporting goods store. Alright, so I have that one done with the ribbon. I really do like the ribbon. So we have Harley and Buster, and then lastly but not least is the other Buster. Really cute little home decor item and also a really good gift idea. Any questions at all, guys, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.